Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, William.
How are you today?
Grand.
Good, good. You enjoy that lovely day today?
Great day.
Nice wee start of spring. Spring in the air. Did they see it? First day of March. We're all ready to go. Okay, what time are we on? 18, yeah. We're all set to go. That seems to be everybody on.
Camera off. Nobody puts the camera on, right? Hello? I have it. But is the camera off, thanks.
So we'll get started. I'll keep the eye on the screen just to some latecomers. So we're just going to come down onto our mats today, take the knees as wide as the mat. Starting off in Virasana, just to start the week off with our Virasana position. So a couple of cushions or a block if you have a block. We're just going to kneel down onto the ground. And if you have a wee pillow or a wee cushion or something, or towel or blanket or whatever, we put it underneath your knees just to make the knees a wee bit more comfortable to kneel on for a wee while. So taking the knees as wide as the mat or wider than your hips, and then taking the block or the pillow down onto the ground, and then just rest your forehead onto the pillow. So just try and feel that you're just relaxing the upper body, relaxing the lower body, taking the buttocks down as close to the heels as possible, and just let it all relax you. Just feel how the body is now, feel how the knees, the hips, the thighs, the arms, the shoulders are all at this moment in time. Just feeling that you're getting that breath into the body and out of the body. And just trying to bring yourself through the room, trying to focus on your breath. Good. So just completely feeling the body completely heavy and relaxed. Relaxing the arms completely. Relaxing the head completely. So just bringing your awareness to all the different parts of the body now that are adhered to the mat, that are resting on the mat, your hands, your forearms, your elbows, your knees, your shins, your feet. Just let them relax, really soften down onto the mat. Try and relax your forehead and your eyebrows. Relaxing the cheeks and the jaw. Lightly closing the lips and breathing in and out through your nose. Feeling the whole body relaxed. If you don't like this position of Virasana, just come under your sitting pose or sit onto your blocks or cushions if you need it. Sometimes this can be a bit sore in the knees or sore in the hips or sore in the thighs or sore in the lower back. And if you find that
You just come on the sitting position. See if you can try and relax the mind and body as you sit. Just try and focus on that breath. Try and focus on bringing the breath right down into your belly. And then exhaling all that breath out. And as you inhale the breath, try and feel that you're on the belly but in between the thighs. And exhale, taking all that breath out, feeling it all completely emptying out of the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Sorry, that's not it. Turn that phone on. Just relaxing it out completely. Few more minutes, or another wee minute or two here now. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hand. Breathing in, breathing out. And then inhale, coming back up again. Just taking the hands in, coming into your tabletop position, taking the knees hip width apart, and just taking a wee sway back and forward now, taking the weight onto the wrists, onto the arms, just loosening out the knees, loosening out the thighs, just getting a wee bit of movement into those joints. Breathing in, breathing out. And then this time, length away the right leg, stretching it right back, coming forward and back over the toes. And try and feel it coming right under the back of the ankle, front of the shin, as you stretch it all out. Just really getting a wee bit of lubrication into the ankle joints, into the shoulder joints. And then drop that knee down, other leg coming right back. So really just working into the leg, really feeling that you're opening up the back of the knee, back of the thigh. Stretch it all out. Really good. And then exhale, dropping the knees down again, taking them hip width apart, and taking your pillows off the mat now if you can. Really good. Stretching the arms right out, and this time keeping the knees and the hips in line, taking the arms forward, dropping the chest down. Get a big stretch into the upper shoulders, upper chest. Breathing in, breathing out. So really come on into that puppy dog. So you're like a wee pup in the morning, getting a nice wee stretch as he wakes up. So just getting that big stretch into those shoulders, into the chest, right into those forearms. Breathing in, breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Walking back with the hands again, coming right back up. Really good. Pressing the hands into the mat again and just coming forward and back, just getting that bit of action under the shoulders. Really listening it all out. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling and exhale. Now this time we're going to keep the knees hip width apart. We're going to take the feet off the mat, coming right up with the feet so the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Taking the hands slightly further forward, and we're going to come forward and back over the top of the knees. Now if you find this very uncomfortable, leave it out, but try and make sure that you have a wee bit of a padding underneath the knees so that you can make it that wee bit more bearable. Or if you're on the carpet, it might be okay. Just coming forward and back, really just working into the knee joints. Really good. And then this time we're going to come way, way forward with the head and shoulders, and then drop the hips down, keeping those legs up. Really feeling a nice wee stretch into the spine, right into the front of the hip flexors, right into that psoas muscle. Lifting it right up, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good. Coming right back, drop the elbows down onto the ground, give the wrists a wee wriggling back and forward, give the fingers a wee wriggling back and forward, taking it nice and easy, breathing in, breathing out. So giving that upper body a wee bit of a rest, then put the right leg right out and taking the right leg right up towards the ceiling as best you can, and then drop it down to touch the ground. Really using the glute and the lower back to lift that leg right up. 1. Really good. 2, 3, just keeping the gaze towards the mat. 4, 5, keeping the belly facing the ground. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold it right up to the ceiling. Stretch it right up for 5, 4, 3, really working your glute. 2, 1. Drop it right down, rest it out, other leg. Stretch it right out to the end of the mat first to really extend the leg right out, and then lifting it right up, as far up towards the ceiling as you can. Breathing in, breathing out, and then drop it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, really good for the hips. 5, really good for the lower back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. Dropping the knees down, rest it out. Now, stay in the same position. Taking both legs out and taking both legs up. Haha, only joking. Breathe in, breathe out. How will you rest? Just rest it out here. Breathe in, breathe out. You were wondering how you're going to do that one. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Lengthen away in the right leg. Stretch it right out again. Really good. This time pressing the hands into the ground. Keeping the hands where they are, so slightly in front of your shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling and exhaling. Lifting the leg right up. Level with the hip. Keep it up nice and level. Breathing in, breathing out. And then turn the pelvis right round. Turn it right round. Cup the fingers in that right hand. And turning the pelvis right round to the side. And this time we're dropping the leg right down. But we want to feel that we're really opening out into the hip here. Really working on the outer hip. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, lifting it up and dropping it down. 1, 2, nice and high. 3, 4, really keeping the hip. 5, 6, keeping it strong. 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. Drop it down, coming back into the center. Press the hands into the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, other leg coming right out. Stretch it right back. Turning the pelvis. Turn the belly button right round. Cup the fingers in that left hand. Lengthen the leg right out. Drop it down to the ground. 1, 2. Really work the hip. 3, 4, 5. Get everything warmed up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. Drop it right down. Lengthen it away. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Right leg coming right back. Turn the pelvis right round again. This time drop the sole of the foot down onto the ground. Make sure the wrist is right underneath the shoulders. And this one in the left arm. And lift the arm right up towards the ceiling into your modified side plank. Holding, pressing the foot into the ground. Really pressing that foot into the ground. Pressing the knee into the ground will help your balance. Lifting the hand right up so that the shoulder is over shoulder, hand is over hand. And really working the strength of the upper body. And really working into the obliques. And right into your torso. Breathe it in, breathe it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the hand down, drop the knee down. Rest it right out. Lengthen away in the left leg again. Stretch it right out. Turning the pelvis right round. Really getting that turned right round. Drop the foot down onto the mat in line with the front knee. Lifting the arm right up to the ceiling. Stretch it into your modified side plank again. Pressing the sole of the foot into the ground, press the hand into the ground, and really lifting that waist right up towards the ceiling as best you can. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Drop it down. Take the knees as wide as the mat again. Drop the buttocks down onto the heels again. Lengthen the arms forward again. This time drop the forehead to the mat. Now, see if there's any difference in this pose that you had at the start of the class. Do you feel a wee bit looser? Do you feel those joints a wee bit more smoother? And can you get down that wee bit deeper? So really feeling that you're opening out the joints, getting them all warmed up, getting them ready. So this nearly feels completely different. The knees are loosened out a bit, the hips are loosened out a bit, the lower back is loosened out a bit, so you're really getting deeper into the extension and stretching it all out. That's how yoga is so good for you. You're really working into all the joints, getting the joints lubricated up, getting them all working and getting them strengthened out. Now inhale, keeping the buttocks as close to the heels as you can in this one. Cup the fingers in the hand, and we're walking the hands right over to the right. Really stretching them right over to the right. Lengthening the left leg, left arm and the right arm right out. And really drop the forehead down beyond the arm. Stretching it all out. Try and keep that deep bend in the knees. Holding it here for 5, 4. Big deep breaths in and out of the body. 3, 2, And 1. Back up in the center, cup the fingers in the hands, walking right over to the middle of the mat, right in front, and push the buttocks down closer to the heels again, and then walk over to the left, taking it right over, as far over to the left as you can, and really extending those legs, feeling it right up that right side of the body now as you drop the chest down, drop the head down. Really opening up the side ribs, really get that stretch right into the armpits, right into the arms, and right into that side body. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up in the center, cup the fingers, coming right up. Really good. Coming around to your tabletop position again. Knees onto the mat, hands onto the mat. Pressing the hands in, really spreading the fingers, length of the way in the right leg, length of the way in the left leg, and coming right up. Really good. Press it right in. Holding it here under your plank position. Try and get everything in line, really engaging the legs, really engaging the core, and really press the hands on the ground. If this is too much, you drop your knees at this point and drop them there. Just stay holding it here. You're still working that core. So lifting up the knees if you can. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lengthen that tailbone. 2, 1. Drop the knees down. Fold it back. Drop the elbows down on the mat. Link the fingers. Drop the head. Nice and easy. Just rest those arms. Rest the shoulders. So plank position is a really good pose for working on the posture of the body, working on rounded shoulders, rounded back, building upper body strength, really building core strength, really building strength into the legs and the quads and the ankles. So it's a really good all-rounder, and it's not really that taxing, really, if you can hold it. So really try and get that hold in the body, really feeling that you're working the upper strength of the body and tightening up the core. And if you work on tightening the core and tightening the legs, it takes the pressure off the upper body. So we'll do it again. Okay, coming right up, taking the hands in, keeping the wrists right underneath the shoulders again. And always to get into your perfect plank, lengthen away in the legs, rather than just coming up with the legs both together. Lengthen away in the right leg, stretch it out as far as you can to the back, and then drop it down onto the ground, and then that's the leg completely extended, and then join it with the other leg, and really making sure that the bum's not away up in the air. Take it down nice and low, and really pressing, really getting that stretch into the backs of the legs, really working the arms, and really pressing the ground away from me and lengthening the spine. Holding it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Tighten the belly. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, even if you're only able to hold that for 5 or 6, that's okay, as long as you're building up strength. And then as we go along, as we do more of these classes, we'll build it up to 20, we'll build it up to 30, we'll build it up to 40, maybe. Breathe in, breathe out. Drop it down, taking the head down on the mat, resting those wrists, resting it all in. Breathing in, breathing out. Now inhale, coming back up at the table again. Taking the right foot forward, coming right in, taking it right in front. Try and get the knee in line with the ankle. And just holding it here. Press it right in. Cup the fingers in the hands, curl the back toe under, lengthen the back leg away. Coming into your plank or into your lunge position. So really lengthen that back leg away, so the back leg will be in the same position as it was in the plank, really extending it right back, pressing it right in. Really pressing that right foot into the ground, press the left hand into the mat, and lift the right arm right up. Get a first wee spinal twist, really twisting into the spine, really lengthen the fingertips right up towards the ceiling, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dropping the hand down inside the foot this time, walking that right foot out to the outside edge of the mat, and see if you can drop the shoulders a wee bit closer down towards the knee, right beside that knee. Drop it down nice and deep, really working into the hip. If you find this too much, drop the back knee, stretch right into it. Breathe in, breathe out, inhaling and exhaling, really working into these hips, getting that flexibility and mobility back. And then exhale, dropping the knee down onto the ground, taking that foot right back. Taking the other foot forward, really good. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking it right into the mat. Curl the back toe under. Lengthen that back leg away. Get the hips down nice and low. They're not away up in the air. Get them right in nice and tight. Breathing in, breathing out. Holding it here. Now this time, right hand onto the mat. Left arm right up towards the ceiling. Get that knee twist under the spine. Breathing in, breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping the hand down inside the foot. Walking the foot right out to the outside edge of the mat. Drop the shoulder down deeper. Drop that back knee if you need to. Try and get the shoulders down nice and deep. Really working that spine. Holding it here. Holding it for 5, 4. Work into those hips. 3, 2, 1. Dropping the knee down. Taking that foot right back. Rest it out. Give those wrists a wee wriggling back and forward. Giving the chest right over the top of the wrists if you can. Really working the mobility of the shoulders, really working the strength of the upper body. Now this time we're going to keep the hands and we're going to take them slightly wider than your shoulders, taking them wider than the shoulders. We're going to take the head and shoulders way forward, coming way in front of the wrists. And this time we're going to push the ground away and really pull the shoulder blades apart. Really working into that trapezium, working into that upper body strength. So pulling the shoulder blades apart, pulling the chest right up towards the ceiling, pull that mid back right up. And then exhale, we'll go in the opposite direction. We're going to drop the chest in between the arms. Taking the shoulder blades in together, like big double doors, closing in together. Shoulder blades coming right in. Inhale, right up, open those double doors. Stretch them right out, really open them up. And exhale, dropping down again. Try and keep those arms as straight as possible. Dropping the shoulder blades, taking the shoulder blades right in together. Dropping the chest down towards the mat. Inhale, back up. Really open up the chest. Really working into that trapezium. Working into the upper body strength. Breathing in, breathing out. Last time, drop down to the chest. Really drop it right in. Holding it here. Really drop right in. Really feeling you're pushing them shoulder blades together. Really stretching it out, keeping everything strong and healthy. And inhale, back up again. Pull the shoulder blades apart. Really push the hands into the ground. You round that upper back. And exhale, drop down onto the elbows. Rest it out into the elbows. Breathe in, breathe out. So elbows are right underneath the shoulders. Let's give the upper body a rest. Taking the legs right out. And coming into that plank position onto your forearms this time. Really good. So right up on the plank. Holding it here, get everything in line, hips, shoulder, and ankles. Breathing in, breathing out for 5, 10, 9, 8, tighten that belly, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop down on the knees, rest it out, coming straight onto your backs now, lying down onto your backs. Taking that towel away for now. Really good. Stretch it right down. Oh, there's somebody must have come on late. And then he dropped it. Really good. Now lying down onto your backs. Lying right down. Stretching the legs away. Wave the feet back and forward. Just resting into the quads, into the thighs, into those hips that you've just worked. Breathing in, breathe it out. Now inhale, bend up on the right knee, pull the right knee nice and tight under the chest. You've really worked on strengthening up the core. Now we're going to, and working on the hips. Now we're just releasing them all out, really pulling the knee right into the outer edge of that chest and really feeling it stretch the glute, the hip and the thigh and working on that flexibility. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Now from here, I want you to make big circles with the ankles. You really get those ankles nice and warmed up, get them nice and lubricated up too. So taking the circles clockwise first, and then take them anti-clockwise. Really working it out. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Inhale, exhale. And then exhale, stretch that away. Inhale, other leg, pull it right in nice and tight. Really stretching it right in. Making big circles again with the ankles. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Taking the circles the other direction. Really making sure that you get that fluid in around those ankles as well, because we're going to be getting up in their standing poses soon. So we want to make sure that we're really getting them all warmed up. Lengthen the legs right out. Stretch them right down to the mat. Just shake the feet back and forward once more. Breathe it in, breathe it out. And then this time we're going to bend up on the knees, get another wee spinal twist. We're going to take it a wee bit deeper this time. We're going to take the feet off the mat this time, taking the knees so that they're hip width apart to start off, taking the hands down onto the mat and dropping the knees right down to the right. And then see if you can take that left knee right down onto the top of the right knee and turn the neck and head in the opposite direction. So really tiny, take the hand onto the thigh, really turn it right round to really twist into that lower spine and really make sure that you're turning the neck and head so to get this stretch and that twist into the right of the top of the spine, right down to the tailbone. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right back up in the center, taking the knees right up, taking the legs right up, resting it here, lengthen that tailbone right down to the bottom of the mat, making sure that you get that length into the spine, lower back really secure onto the mat, and then dropping down to the left, taking that left hand onto the right thigh, turning the neck and head in the opposite direction, and really get that nice turn into the spine. Holding it here, really dropping that top knee right down to the top of the bottom, keep the shoulder blades really on the mat, and really get that twist into the spine. So good for the spine. Get the blood flowing in around it. Really get it really warmed up. Hold it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Back into center. Drop the feet down onto the mat. Lengthen the back of the neck now. Really stretching the back of the neck. Lengthen the crown of the head up towards the back of the room. And pressing the feet into the ground, keeping the feet hip width apart. So this time we're just going to press the hands down onto the ground, press the lower back into the ground, pull the belly button in towards the spine and taking the legs off once more. This time coming right up to a right angle, and then we're going to just extend the legs away and coming right back up. So we've really warmed up the core, we've really warmed up the hips. Now we're working into strengthening the hips and strengthening the core. Really good. So coming forward, pointing the legs right out and then coming right back. Right into your right angle. Really good. 1. Right back. 2. Nice and slowly in control. 3. Really tightening up the belly. 4. Right back. 5. Right back. 6. Really working that lower back into the ground. 7. Really tightening up that core. 8. Really good. 9. Right back. And 10, really good. Lengthen the legs away, shake them out, relax the core, relax the hips, relax the lower body. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Now inhale, coming back up again, really good. Taking the legs right up, same position. This time we're going to take the arms right up. We're going to go work on the upper body as well. Push the lower back into the mat. We're going to take the arms back, the legs forward and right up. Now taking the arms back as far as you can, taking it right back. Inhale, exhale, 1. Really good. See if you can take the backs of the hands down onto the ground. 2, right back. Really working the shoulders. 3, working your core strength. 4, right up to the top. 5, really good. 6, right up. 7, right up. 8, right up. 9, right up. And 10, really good. Start to feel those hips really warming up. Start to feel that core really strengthening up. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Inhale and exhale. Really good. Now this is going to take a wee bit of thinking. We're going to be doing right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. Breathe it in, breathe it out. So coming right back with 1, right up to the top. 2, right up. 3, still keeping that core working. 4, 5, really good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're doing 20 this one. 11, 12, really extending the leg away. 13, really push that lower back into the ground. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh yeah, drop the feet down onto the mat, lengthen the legs right out, stretch it right out, just shake out those thighs, shake out the hips, relax the upper body and lower body. Now this time taking the feet together, soles of the feet together, drop the knees wide, just rest it out here. Turn the upper arms, the lower arms, the palms, the hands towards the ceiling. Close your eyes, get a wee bit of a rest. So everything's nice and warmed up, ready for getting into our standing poses soon. So everything nice and warmed up, the ankles, the hips, the shoulders, the torso, the abdomen, the wrists, all warmed up, ready to rock. Breathe in, breathe out. Big deep breaths into the belly. Big deep breaths out. And just before we get up on the standing, we want to strengthen up that lower back as well. So pressing the feet into the ground, taking the heels in as close to your buttock, taking the hands down onto the ground, lift the belly right up towards the ceiling. Coming right up, so you want to try and get a straight line from the knees, the hips, and the shoulders. Really good. Now tuck the shoulder blades in and down the back, lift the belly button right up, and really clench your buttocks at the top, really working those glutes, working the lower back. Holding it right up the center. Really lift that belly button right up to the ceiling. Holding it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good. Drop it down, nice and easy. Lengthen that tailbone. Stretch it right out, lengthen it out. And walk the feet as wide as the mat. Drop the knees in together. Just rest those hips, rest the thighs, rest the glutes. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Inhale and exhale. Now this time coming into the same position again. Really good. Pressing the feet into the ground. This time lifting the belly button right up. Really try and get right up onto the shoulders. Really good. And this time we're going to lift the right leg right up towards the ceiling. Stretch it right up. Drop it down, keeping the belly lifted up. And then left leg right up towards the ceiling. Drop it down. Nice and easy. We're just doing 10. 1. Right up to the top. 2. Work that lower spine. 3. Really good. 4. 5. Really working the glutes. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Really good. Nice and easy. Drop the lower back down. Nice and slowly. Lengthen the tailbone. Drop it right down. Really working on those hips. Really working on the lower spine. Strengthening up the back. Keeping the core strong. So the core is not just your abdomen. Your core is your side body, your back body, and your front body. So really feeling that you're working that full core in that one there. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Now this time I want you to lift up the right foot, taking the right foot onto the left knee, and then taking the left hand, right hand onto the left right thigh, and push that right thigh away. Sorry, mix that all up. Taking the knee, so you want to push the knee away as best you can, pulling the toe up towards the knee in that right foot, so that you're really stretching under the outer hip, under the thigh, and working at that glute after getting it all warmed up. Pushing that knee away if you can, really working at that hip. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good. Release it. Coming back down. The other leg coming right on. So taking the foot right onto the thigh. Making sure you're pulling the toe, flexing that foot right up towards the knee. Really good. And then taking that left hand onto the left thigh. Push that left thigh away. Push it right out. Really feeling that you're really feeling it in the outer hip. You're really putting a wee bit of pressure on the hip to work on that tension, taking all that tightness out of the hips. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Coming right up. Going a wee bit deeper on it this time. Taking the right foot onto the left knee. Then taking the foot off the ground. Thread the hands in underneath. Take hold of the thigh. Pull the thigh up towards your face and really push that right knee away. Stretch it right up, really flexing the toes, really flexing the feet, really stretch it under those outer hips. Breathe it in, breathe it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good. Drop it down. Dropping that foot down, taking the other foot onto that thigh, lift it right up, taking the hands in, really good, really opening up these hips and thighs. If you've been doing a lot of work in the gym, doing your Zumba or your hip, just making sure you're getting all these muscles all stretched out. Pull that knee in, pushing the left knee away. Breathe in, breathe out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Drop it down. Drop both feet down onto the mat. Stretch it out. Just give it a wee lift, a wee shake it out. Breathe in, breathe out. Drop them in, taking the ankles together, knees together. Now wee spinal twist here. Just taking these down to the right, to the left. Just give it a wee spin out there, just while we're on our back. And then inhale back up in the center, taking that knee right, the knees right down to the left. Turn the neck and head to the right. And this time we're going to come the whole way back up. Drop down the knees, right back into center, other direction. So turning right round each side, really getting that spine and core really opened out. Drop it to one side, then to the other. Breathe it in, breathe it out, and try and turn the neck and head the opposite direction to the knees. Let's do 2 more. Really good. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Good stuff. And right away, coming right up. Drop the knees down to the right, roll over onto your right, push yourself right up, and coming straight up into standing. Everything's nice and warmed up. We're going to stand for it now. Really good. Just this slightly. Really good. So standing onto your mat, feet are hip width apart. Roll the shoulder blades down the back, hands down by your side. Get that posture of the body, really opening up the chest, opening up the collarbones, relaxing the shoulders. Hands and hands facing forward, Tadasana, standing pose. Really feeling that you're really working the core, really pulling in the belly, really lifting that sternum. Breathing in, breathe it out. Inhale, working on the posture again of the body. Breathe it in, breathe it out. Now inhale, fingertips into the chest. Step or jump the feet wide. We'll step them wide to start. Okay, so taking the feet nice and wide, lengthen the arms right out to the side, turning to your right. Right leg and foot all around, left leg slightly in. We'll get into Trikonasana first. Inhale. Exhale, coming right out to the side. Drop the hand down onto the shin. Lengthen the arm right up to the ceiling and keeping that head over the top of the foot. And making sure the upper body doesn't come away forward. So if you find that the upper body's coming forward, lift up the hand, take the hands on just below the knee and open that chest to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. And then eventually as the flexibility improves, you'll be able to drop down more. So really engaging that front leg and back leg and really pressing that back heel into the ground. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back in the center, coming right back up, turning the feet forward and turning to your left. Left leg and foot all around, right leg slightly in. Pressing the feet into the ground, keeping it nice and strong, really working from the base up. Inhale, exhale, coming right out to the left. Drop the hand down onto the shin, lengthen the arm right up towards the ceiling, taking the gaze towards the top hand. Hold it in here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Back up in the center, turning the feet forward, hands onto the waist. Roll those shoulders, get a big roll of the shoulders, going back and then going forward. Really good. And then inhale, lengthen the arms right out again, turning to your right. Right leg and foot all around, left leg slightly in. Inhale, exhale. This time we're going into Warrior 2. Coming right up with the bent legs, really keeping the knee right over the top of the shin, taking the gaze through the middle finger of the front hand. Now really gripping the back foot onto the mat, work the back leg and drop down deep into the front. Breathe in, breathe out. Really keep that chest lifted. Really keep the crown of the head going up towards the ceiling for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten up the leg, turn the feet forward, turning to the other side. Really good. Lengthening the arms right out. Make sure the legs are nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale, bending the front knee. Warrior 2. Holding it here, taking the gaze through the middle finger. Holding it, really work that back leg, work that back foot, work the back hip, that we work so strong. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten up the legs, coming right in, try and keep those arms right up, lengthen the arms right up towards the ceiling, stretch it right up, Get a big stretch into the spine, taking the gaze in between the hands. And exhale, drop the arms down again. Rest it all out. Breathe in, breathe out. Really good. Take it, shaking those legs again, shaking out the glutes. Breathe in, breathe it out. Now this time we're going to stand with the feet slightly wider than hip width apart. Hands down by your side. And we're just going to lift up on the right leg, drop it down. Left leg, drop it down. Just getting that balance, getting that movement into the glutes, into the hips. Really getting that movement into the body. Right up higher than the hip if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. Nice and easy. Hands onto the waist. This time we take the knee right up to the elbow. 1. Right out the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. Stretch it all out. This time, arms right up to the ceiling. Breathing in, taking the legs right out to the side, right into the middle. Drop it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Engage your core. 6, 7. So good for the hips. 8. Really good. 9, 10. Really good. Drop it down. Rest the arms. Breathe in, breathe out. Rest the upper body. Inhale. Make sure the feet are nice and hip width apart or wider than hip width apart. Arms right up again. This time we're coming into the center and going out to the side. Other direction. 1. Right out. 2. Right out. 3. Work the hips. 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah. 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. Really get those hips, getting the glutes, getting the core. You're working the core by lifting up the legs as well. So getting that core working. Shake the feet, shake the arms, breathe in. Inhale, fingertips into the chest. Slight bend in the knees. Jump or step the feet apart. If you prefer to step them apart, you step them apart. Lengthen the legs right out, lengthen the arms right out. Turning to your right again, right-legged foot all around, left leg slightly in. This time bending down into the knee into your warrior position once more. This time bending the front elbow into a right angle. Drop the elbow down onto the thigh. Lengthen the arm right up and over the head. Stretch it right down. Get that bum away down from the air. Get it down nice and deep. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Work the back leg. And 1, back up in the center, coming right up, turn the feet forward and turning to the other side. Inhale, exhale, bending the knee, coming right down, bend the front elbow, drop it right down, taking the arm right up and over the head, get those hips down nice and deep, bend that leg really strong, hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Back up in the center. Straighten out those arms. Straighten out those legs. Hands onto the waist. Give the shoulders a wee shrugging about. Rest them out. Arms right up again. Stretch it right up. Turning to your right again. Right-legged foot all around. Left leg deeply in. Front body coming right over that right leg. Breathe in, breathe out. So really pressing that back heel into the ground. Turn the whole of the upper body right over the right leg. Turn the upper arms, the lower arms, the palms of hands towards the ceiling. Lift the arms right up towards the ceiling. And bend that front knee, coming right into your warrior 1. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it up, lengthen it right out, arms level, breathe in, turning to your left. Left leg and foot all around, right leg's coming out, really good. Breathing in, breathe it out. Inhale, lifting the arms right up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend down deep, really working into all these joints. Really stretching into that spine. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Turn it around. Hands down onto your waist. Step the feet in. Rest it out. Really good. Shake those legs right out. Shake the arms right out. Lengthen it right out. Give it all a wee shake out. Really relax it all out. Big deep breath. Get the breath right into the belly. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this time, lifting the arms right up to the ceiling, stretch it right up. And then exhale, swan diving right down, coming right over the top of the legs. Try and keep those legs as straight as possible. See if you can take the hands down onto the ground. See if you can keep the feet hip of apart, drop the head down. Just feeling that nicely stretched into the back body now. Really feel it. Stretching right into the backs of the legs, right into the lower back, right into the upper back. Just drop the head down, just flowing the body just like a wee rag doll over the top of those legs. If you need to bend the legs slightly, that's okay. Drop it right down. Breathe in, breathe out. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Slight bend of the knees, taking the hands wide, coming right up into standing. Lifting the arms right up. And exhale, drop the hands down by your side. Really good. Stretch it right out. So we're going to do that one again. Really good. So I'm going to turn sideways, show you right in. So you want to feel that you're bending from the crease at the top of the thigh. So you want to feel that you're bending just slightly below where the belt of your trousers or shorts would be. And you're really keeping that length in the front body. So the upper body does not change. See, the back keeps nice and long and strong. So what happens is a lot of times the rounded back comes in to come down. So we're trying to keep the back long and strong the whole way, keeping the head up, keeping the chest up, fold it out so you get as much of the length of the front body right over the top of the legs. Taking the hands to the ground. If you need a slight bend in the knees, you take that slight bend in the knees now. If you can, keep the legs as straight as possible. Drop the head down a wee bit further. Breathe in, breathe in. Now, if it's possible for you to take hold of the backs of the ankles, take hold of the backs of the ankles to take the upper body lower down. Holding it here, really stretching into the hamstrings, really stretching right into those legs. Holding it here, engaging your quads. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Hands to the ground, slight bend in the knees, hands coming wide, coming right up nice and carefully. Really keeping that spine nice and relaxed. And there we are. Drop the hands down, roll the shoulder blades down the back, shaking out the legs, breathing in, breathing out. Now this time, toes are right together, heels are right together, ankles, knees are right together, lifting the arms right up. We're coming into chair pose, nice wee relaxing chair pose, sitting on a nice wee armchair. Breathe in, breathe out, dropping the buttocks down, keeping the knees way back, lifting the chest right up. Holding it here for 5, 4, just keeping your gaze about a meter in front of your mat. 3, 2, 1. Press the heels into the ground, lift the chest, lift the heart, take the hands right up, take the pelvis slightly forward. First wee back bend here. Breathe in, breathe out. And then exhale, coming right up again to vertical. And then we're dropping those buttocks down again, coming right into your chair pose. Utkatasana. Drop down a wee bit deeper if you can. Try and push the knees together if you can. Holding it right up with the arms, lifting the chest, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right up in the center again. Lifting the arms right up, taking the pelvis slightly forward, lifting the arms right back. Breathe in, breathe out. And exhale, dropping the hands down by your side. Lift and roll the shoulders, roll it all out. So we're getting a good workout of the whole body. Everything's getting a workout. Everything's getting strengthened up. Everything's getting loosened out. Pressing the feet into the ground, making sure they're hip width apart this time. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Taking the hands up level with the shoulders and dropping the buttocks down. Keeping the knees right over, facing the toes, but not going over the top of the toes. Keeping the buttocks way back. Really good. We're going down, up and down for 10 to strengthen the glutes, strengthen the lower back. 10, up and down, nice and easy. 1, right down. 2, nice and slow and controlled. 3, right down. Really push the heels into the ground. 4, as you push up. 5, keep the chest lifted. 6, really good. 7, right up. 8, right up. 9, right up. And 10, right up. Hands down by your side. Roll those shoulders. Rest it all out. Shake out the legs. Shake it all out. Really feeling those knees working. Really feeling the glutes working in that one. So this time taking the feet wide in the squat position. Now we're dropping right down. Really giving these legs a good workout.
and then we'll all get a nice wee relax soon after this. Hands coming in right into heart center. Lift the chest, lift the heart. Really press the heel of the hands together to really broaden that chest, broaden those shoulders. Really good. Inhale, exhale. Bending the knees, making sure the knees are going in the direction of the toes, but taking the buttocks way back, way back, way back. Really good. Dropping it right down, dropping it way down. Taking the elbows inside the knees and try and push those knees away with the elbows. I know. Breathe in, breathe out. Stretching the inner groin, stretching the inner hips. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right up again. Keeping the hands where they are. Lift it right up. Inhale, exhale. We're dropping down again. Taking the elbows inside the knees and pushing it away for 5. Right down. 4. Take the buttocks way down and back. 3. Build that strength. 2. Strengthen repetition. And 1. Really good. Drop it down, right down. Drop the buttock, take the feet down a wee bit closer if you need to. Drop the buttocks down deeper. Elbows inside. Open up the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Really getting that strength. Lengthening that spine. Holding it right up. Breathe in, breathe out. Now this time we're going to take the hands really wide. Lengthen the arms right out to the side. Breathing in, breathing out. Take both hands right back. Right in behind, really press them right down onto the ground. Now, this time keeping the buttocks off the ground, drop the knees to the right and to the left, nice and easy. Just feeling that you're really releasing those hips after working all that strength of the hips. So really working the hips one way and then the other, and making sure that you're trying to drop the inner knee right down onto the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the belly around. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Really good. Buttocks down, legs out, arms up. Shake those wee wrists. After taking the weight of the body onto the wrists, shake them all out. Breathe in, breathe out. Fingers in and out. Really get the blood flowing in around there too. Inhaling and exhaling. Hands down by your side. Heel the hands onto the mat. Lengthening those legs right out. Lifting the chest right up. Dandasana. Breathing in, breathe it out. Inhale and exhale. Now this time bend up with the right leg. Take the right leg right up. Taking the right foot right outside that left leg. And pull it right up the thigh as best you can. I want to get a nice big deep twist into the spine. I want to get a big deep stretch into the hip. Lift up in the left arm. Stretch it right up. Pull in the belly, fold forward, taking that elbow right around the knee, pull the knee right over to the left, taking the belly button right over to the right, and really get a good grip on that knee, and lift the arm right up and round, drop it onto the ground right in behind, and turn your chest, turn the whole of the upper body right round to the left. Breathe in, breathe out. Really get that rotation of the spine, and really feel that stretch into the hip and the glute, and right into that sciatic nerve, getting stretched out, holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Back in the center, lengthen the legs right out. Give those shaking legs a wee shake out. He's a bit all walking like John Wayne tomorrow. Taking the feet right in, taking that foot right up, outside of that thigh, pull it right in nice and tight. Really good. But it'll be good, John Wayne. Inhale, lift up in that left arm. Stretch it way, way forward. Taking the right arm, taking it right in through. Lift that left arm right up and round. Drop it onto the ground. Pull that knee right in. Really pull it in nice and tight. Really turn it right round. So you want to get a good grip of the knee in whatever way you get a grip. If you need to hold on to the knee with the hand and pull it in, as long as you can feel it stretching that glute and hip. Taking the arm right round if you can. Even take the elbow to the outside of the knee like that. And really get that leverage to turn the chest right round. It all depends on your own flexibility. Holding it here, really feeling the twist in the torso, really stretching out into the liver, into the lungs, into the pancreas, into the inner intestines, all getting stretched out here. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Giving those kidneys a real ringing out as well. All good for the body. Lengthen the legs. Right out in front once more. Roll the shoulder blades down the back, hands down by your side. Getting into that Dandasana, getting your relaxation in Dandasana first. Breathing in, breathing out. Now inhale, taking the soles of the feet together, coming into your Baddha Konasana to finish off, and just resting those wee hips, giving them a nice wee stretch out after all that hard work we did with them. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, taking the arms right up and back, taking them right down on the ground, and this time just taking the legs in together and drop them down just like wee butterflies, just coming back and forward. All my little butterflies on Zoom tonight, breathing in, breathing out, really good. Just nice and easy, just soothing those little hips that you've worked so strong, working the inner groins and working in the ankles. Breathing in, breathing out. And then exhale, taking the feet right down to the bottom of the mat and coming right down on the line and lie down and relax yourselves. So take the feet as wider than the hips, taking the arms out wider than the hips, and relax the shoulders to the mat. Lengthen the tailbone down towards the heels and relax. Focus on relaxing the mind and body completely. Try and focus on your breath. Try and focus on relaxing the mind especially. And then the body will just relax itself. Feeling that you're closing off all those thoughts that keep drifting into your head, all those things that you have to do tomorrow or today or this evening. Just let them all drift away. Forget about them now for 5 minutes. Give yourself a break. And when you're ready, bending up on the knees, just pull the knees into the chest, pull them in nice and tight. Start to make big circles. The knees. Take the circles the other direction.
back and forward, side to side. It's really just releasing all that after all that hard work. And then drop the feet down onto the mat, drop the knees down to the right and roll over onto your right side. Now, a few people were asking me about my Sunday class. I do a Sunday class at 10:30 every Sunday. I do a class every other morning, Monday to Saturday, 9:30. And the 10:30 class is, if you wanted to join in, no problem. Give me a shout. Let me know. Just send me a wee message or whatever. Yoga Man on Facebook or through Alt or whatever. So if you want to know any more information, give me a shout. And then pressing the left hand into the mat, coming up into sitting. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me for yoga. It was a pleasure. Namaste. Thank you.
Bye, William.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks a lot. Have a lovely evening.
You too. Thank you, William.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, William.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.